Welcome to Attican Plays Sweet Transit. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to Series 1, Episode, 17, 18? I don't know. It's some episode, it'll be in the title, of our first look at 17, I think. At our first look at Sweet Transit. And first I want to start off by saying, what is it I'm doing here with these videos? This is not a Let's Play. Now, we are playing, and I'm enjoying playing the game, but this is really a discovery where we're trying to figure the game out and trying to go through concepts and key game mechanics and come up with some strategies based on the knowledge that we gain from that of how to play this game well. And I think it's going okay. I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. So I just wanted to let you know that if you see all this time when I'm doing stuff like, you'll see the warehouse look one way, and the next episode, oh, here he goes, blow up all the track, put it out a different way. Next time, blow it up again, make these double platforms, put it out another way. Why do I keep doing that? Is it because I don't know what I'm doing? Well, maybe. But the main reason is because I want to show you different things. So we try one thing, we show one way of doing it, we blow it up, we show another one, and we just keep going like that. And so that's kind of what we're trying to do. So those of you who are kind of new to my channel, I don't do Let's Plays. I do explanations. I do in-depth looks, that kind of stuff. Okay. So, by the way, I added this big old monster thing here just because I thought it was cool. It's basically a blown-up version of a clover leaf. You can see. Kind of a squared-off clover leaf. But it works. It works great. And I want to show you a gift we got. Johnny Hodges sent me a gift. I appreciate it. Look at this. This is Johnny's design of a T intersection. I think it's awesome. It's going to be our new standard for a while until we come up with something better. And in fact, it's so good. I want to show you. This is so pathetic with this thing, this nose sticking out the end or whatever that is. I want to blow this guy up. And I don't know. I get lost on what I've told you as far as crediting people, but Raz Al-Sul wrote that you can hold down Control and left click when you delete, and it deletes an entire block, which can really speed up. Look how fast that was. That's so much easier than click, 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 click that I've been doing, or even dragging. Dragging's dangerous. So let's go out here and do the template and pick that. Look at that nice small footprint. That's awesome. And let's throw it in here. We want to come out even with that. Click and hook it back up. Okay, and let's run it for a second. Notice him hesitate there. Notice him hesitate. Notice him hesitate. What are they doing? They're scared of it. It's a creepy looking thing. Nah, they're just having to recalculate the route. Several of them, the first ones that got there, had to do a recalc to figure out what's going on because we changed the track on them. But look how beautifully that works. It's such a good design. Main line is not interfered with. You go over the bridge and do your loops to make your left-hand turns. Lovely. Small footprint. Very nice, Johnny. Very nice. Okay. Now, I've been getting a lot of great comments from you guys. Keep it up. That's how we all learn. And let's see. Lateralis, whatever, and Lateralis, we'll say, and Brendan Massaro both made similar comments about, Brendan noted that a lot of this traffic tie-up we're getting, like in here where we've got a lot of congestion, a lot of these trains, here's a great example, trains are running and they're not full and are empty. Now, this case, it's okay because we've got one going to multiple places, but his suggestion was try to run full, unload till you're empty, keep these trains off the main line, keep them doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is either picking something up or dropping something off, and that would save us fuel. It'd be a great thing altogether. That's one, and we'll work toward that in different ways. In fact, I even told Brendan I'm contemplating having some dedicated lanes to offload stuff so that we can manage and not have surprises and have 4 trains unloading coal until empty and nobody else can get in there. So we'll manage that. But anyway, that's one. And then Lateralis, I don't even know if that's what I said last time, but it's good enough. Lateralis said he likes to use the, and others have said this too, likes to use the bi-directional trains. What are really, they're head and tail trains. It's where you have a locomotive on the head and a locomotive on the tail so that it can pull in either direction. Imagine if we had those bricks, instead of having them, here, look at the route they take right now because of our looping. See, look at this. So they have to take a big old loop to get around. We could have them run doop, 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 just like that, straight back and forth, and delivering our bricks on a very short line. And actually, in fact, not only that, but it would take it off the main line, and it would just have its own little dedicated track. Now, those of you who've been with me since Railway Empire know dedicated track, because I like that. So we'll probably be looking at some of that. We're going to look at some of that in this episode. So again, keep those comments coming, and we'll try to keep coming up with new ideas, finding new ideas out there, getting new ideas from your comments, and we'll see if we can all get better. Now, what I want to do this time is I want to work on this area up here, the wheat and the potato, the wheat and the cotton that are coming from the northwest, and then our potatoes coming from the southeast into Proctorville 2. And I want to clean up Proctorville 2. One thing, it does break our rules. It's got a lot of intersections here. We're going to kind of fix that so we don't have intersections. But the first thing we're going to do is actually have a bi-directional, a hat and tail line from the potato farm to Proctorville 2, okay? And to do that, I think we're just going to have to send a bunch of these back. By the way, some of you have kind of groaned in your comments about, oh my word, you gave up 600 stone or whatever. It doesn't matter. This game, I don't think it matters a hoot if you lose some stuff. Reason being, you're capped on everything you do by your warehouse size. You can only gather so much. You don't get any bonuses for it. You can't sell off the excess to make extra money. It's just there. And money, we're capped. See this? We can only have 1.7 million, and we've got 1.7 million. As long as we're positive, and we're very positive right now, the money doesn't matter. So this game is designed for you to use your resources. So when you get them, use them. Keep using them. Keep using them. In fact, to that end, I'm going to go take my own advice. We've got 1,000 stone here. We're going to hit the upgrade button, and we're going to upgrade a bunch of roads. Whoa. We don't want to grab. We'll make sure we get a road when we drag. Because if you happen to get one of these and try to drag, see, it's trying to upgrade all those houses now, all those labor residences. That is not what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do, is upgrade roads. Okay, kind of beat us down to almost no stone, but should be a shipment coming in soon. And I'm going to let this run until one does to make sure that we can move ahead with building bridges and stuff like that we want to do. Like I said, there should be one coming in soon. Any time now with the stone. Oh, here comes some. Here comes a shipment. And there's a shipment on the other side. Just so happened they both got in there about the same time. Okay, so now we've gotten 1,000s for all of them except the coal. We're good. Now let's set up a line here that is not a row, the roll in, roll out, or Machinke loop as I call it, but a terminus station, which is Son Everything said that this is the way he likes to go. Once his network starts to get really crowded with these Machinke loops, he didn't use that term, he said row stations, roll in, roll out. He likes to switch over to bi-directional, or what I would call hat and tail trains, so that he can go in and out kind of cleanly through a station. Now, that takes a special setup of your train, as we've discussed. I think we did. And anyway, we're going to do one now. We're going to have the potatoes just run straight here and straight back. Bump, 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 bump. Potato trains and the passengers. Okay, so they're not going to be doing the looping. And that's going to do two things for us. It's going to make it faster for the potatoes, and it's going to speed everybody else up, because there's 3 trains, 2 potatoes and a passenger, that aren't in our loop anymore and interfering or interacting with the rest of the trains that are working in Proctorville too. So how are we going to do that? We're going to take these middle 2 tracks, I think, and this is all going to get rearranged, but these middle 2 are going to be for our potatoes. So we're going to go in here and cut them off from the rest of the track, like so, kind of, sort of. Whoa, canceled. Man, you gotta watch that. It can be evil. I'm gonna go ahead and do it the way I know I'm gonna want it, which is like that. Some going that way, 2 going this way, these going down the middle, and then this track right in here is going to go away for sure. Actually, in fact, this track here is going away, probably this. Okay. So we're going to have, now I will tell you that what we're going to, based on what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to have, we're going to put it down a diamond. And one of the reasons I haven't been running track like this in this game is this is more complicated, okay? This is a little bit tougher on the signals than our everything's a loop, Machinke loops, or row, or, going around in circles kind of stuff. This is more complicated. So what we're going to have here is we're going to have these lines can go in both directions. And when you're here, you're looking to see which track can I go into. And when you're coming out, you're making sure that it's clear so that you can get all the way out, okay? And then down here on the other end, we're actually going to just cut it off. Nothing's going to happen down on this end. We're just going to kill all this track. And I don't even know if this I don't think it matters at all, but we'll just go ahead and put signals down here and just say, okay, this is the end of the world for you. Okay, so there's our entrance into the station. And keep in mind, if you want to do these little diamond crossings, they're called, or X's, you've got to have, in this grid-based track, you've got to have a whole tile here to put your signals on prior to this or after this, however you want to look at it, both ways really, and one here to put signals on coming in or going out. Okay, so there's our track. Now what we want to do, we're going to have 3 trains. So what we're going to need to have is at least 22. We're going to need to be able to get a whole freight train out here waiting while one's in here loading, because we always want to keep one of these tracks open for our passengers. In fact, to that end, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put in the restricted signals, and we're going to say that this guy here, we'll restrict it by type and make it passengers, and we'll restrict this one by type and make it cargo. Okay, so this line has to be cargo, this line has to be passengers. That way we don't get both of our cargo trains in here and no ability to get passengers in there to grab passengers to go back and work in the potatoes. All right, so to make that work with 3 trains, we're going to have at least 22 spaces of track, 22 tiles. So we're going to go up here and kind of artificially elongate this route, okay? And go up this way and do the same thing. We're going to just artificially elongate this route so that it's like that. And we've got a nice, it's almost like a loop, okay? And then we can come back, actually. Would this mess us up if we just came back? I think just to show how these are typically set up, we're just going to follow the track like that. Yeah, that's better. We'll follow the track like so, and we'll come down here and hook in like so. So you can see we've got track now. We've got we've got track. That's so cool. All right, so we're going to make a decision in. Can I go? We're going to close it off with an exit. We're going to make these guys. We're going to make these guys two-way track, right? And back here on this end, they're actually going to stay one-way track. Okay, but this end is going to be repurposed. We're going to take it off of this. Okay, we're going to take it off of this. Well, shoot. Okay, and we're going to run it out of here. Now, the reason for this little spur here is so that we can get from the depot into this system. Because if you notice, this system is a closed system. It's not interacting with anything else. It is a closed system. So there has to be some way to get from the depot into that system, and that's what this is for. But now, through the miracle of however in the world those trains go back to the depot, the teleportation functionality of the game, they can just, we don't have to be able to go back, but we do have to be able to go in. So now we can get them into the potato farm station, and then they can go through this and come out, and we can add some signals here. It doesn't matter, but we'll run them at 11 like we've been doing, and we can run them back this way. It doesn't matter. The key thing is that the total has to be at least 22 so that we can get a full train out, and I'll show you why. Because we're going to have, we're actually going to have a little shunt line even on this little tiny thing here. We're going to come down like this. See, hook in to that. Okay. So we're going to have a little, as I said, a little shut line, and it is also going that way toward the Proctorville 2, and we can give it some signals. Okay, and then down here you got doot doot doot. Let's see. In fact, we're even going to make it back here and make a decision. So when you come here, if you got a clean shot to go in, you go. Otherwise, you just stay back here. Same thing off this line. But what we're going to do then is we've got the restriction here. We're going to restrict it here as well. We're going to tell it to restriction. Okay. Let's see, which one do we want? I think we'll use the outside one as our passenger line, so this one, and then this inside one will be the cargo. Okay, so now we've built all this extra long track. Why in the world did we do that? Well, again, because with 3 trains, if we had the direct line that was short, they could block each other. And if we tried to run 3 trains, you could have one in there blocking, and it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. So that's cool. Now let's reconnect this. So what this is going to do now is go up like so, and it's going to bridge over all of this. Yeah. And then it's going to go up like this and hook in and come over like that, and it can loop back. And we're going to make changes on this end too, and I'll talk about those in a moment. But here we've got what should be, I'm hoping, to have done this correctly, the ability to run trains in and out, back and forth, in our little closed system here, our little potato system, without any interaction with the rest of the world. Okay, so that's one thing. Move that forward. Okay, now, over here we're going to do some redesign on this side too. So, we originally had, well, at some point, including right now, we've got wheat and cotton coming in down here, plus the passenger lines that go back. But that was a really poor design, because these guys were looping back this way to get out, and then we'd have a bunch of trains here that wanted to loop this way to get out. That's rather silly. We're going to fix it so that if you're in these, you're always going that way, which means that potato guy's going to have to leave because he's in the wrong spot. That cotton guy, he's okay, I think. All right, so what we want is we won't be coming off this anymore. Okay, what we're going to do now is move our cotton kind of up, if you will. We're going to, whoa, no, don't delete the world. Delete. No, that's too much. Yeah, you can delete that. You can delete that. I'm going to send him back to the depot. Okay. We can delete this. Delete that block there. Okay. So what's going to happen? Our cotton and our wheat are going to come like this. And we're going to make sure we got straight space there. And then we're going to come out like this. And you can go to that, or you can go to that. Okay. And you can come like this. This is our entry into the system, so it's going to come like this. Enter into what is now a bit of a closed loop, right? And then it's going to go around and come back. And actually it's going to leave like that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so over. Sorry, I'm just thinking a little bit. Delete that block right there. Okay. Okay. For the stone train that's coming out of here, anybody else that's using Proctorville 2 other than cotton, wheat, and potatoes, we want you to be able to go like this. We want you to be able to come down like this and pass over those tracks. And go in like so. And pick whichever lane you like. And then you're going to exit to the right. And see. And what you're going to do to get up there is to avoid all this. And oh yeah, you got this. So you're going to come up like this, go across, and then you're going to go like this and come down and hook in like so. So now you can come up, cross over the potatoes, so you don't, other than the bridge, there's no interaction. Come down here, other than the bridge, there's no interaction with cotton and wheat. Come in, take one of your two and move on. And the cotton and wheat can come in with no interaction with anybody else, loop back and go back. Now the only thing we can see here, the one thing we have to watch out for is we've created another closed system. So the potatoes were a closed system, and we had to have a way to get in there from the depot. The cotton and wheat have become a closed system too, because if you look at it, it's coming in here, it's coming in, it's looping out, and it has no, I mean, it's beautiful within its own world, but it has no connection to the rest of the world. So we need to connect them. Well, that's one of the reasons I left the space in here for this. I didn't run them right next to each other, because what we want to do is give you just a little way to get over there, right? So you're going to go like that to go over. But what I really want to be able to do is separate this track up here from this track down here, so that they don't influence each other, so that this intersection is nothing but just a mechanism for getting trains over here. We can give it signals just like we always would, but we want to be able to separate them so that they don't slow each other down. And we can reconnect that right there. So we got two closed systems with access to the depot. We've got another system that's part of our network, which is this stuff down here. Man, is it that easy? Did that work? Could that work? Oh, we got one more big thing to do. What we need, I think I might have built the presets for it. Yes. Kind of offline I did this. I built a head and tail box, and then I built a head and tail P320, which is the passenger 320, and that no T is for the no tender, because these are specifically going to run real short lines where they're going to be able to refuel very easily over in Proctorville 2. Okay, so we want to go down to our depot, and this potatoes to Proctorville 2. I wish you could do this in the depot. I really do. I wish I could. Can I is there any way to upgrade that train? I don't think it can be done. All right. Oh, I think I just deployed it, didn't I? Okay. All right, fine. I'm going to deploy that one. He can go. He can go. That's the wheat line. This passenger potato, I want to hang on to that for a second. Potatoes, I want to hang on to. I'd really like to hang on to that one, but that's okay. The wheat, we can deploy that one. Okay. So this first one coming out is potatoes to Proctorville, right? Okay, so let's go down here to our, okay. So we see him coming out. Now, as he comes out, he's just a single direction train, but he needs to be a hat and tail. So we're going to upgrade him and make him the hat and tail boxcar. No, not that one. Here we go. The hat and tail boxcar 22. 22 means it takes up all 22 tiles. Couldn't think of a better way to say it. And going to let him go. Let's see. Who are you? That's the wheat one. That's good. You can go. And who are you? Wheat to Peeville, you can go. This is potatoes. Oh, okay. So now look at him. He's got this car. He's got the head. He's got the tail facing in opposite directions. He is good to run. Now we can do this passenger guy here. We can deploy him. I think this is silly. You have to. Somebody tell me I don't have to do this. You have to deploy him, then upgrade him to do it again when you're in. He's got it. You already got him in a depot, which is where you would think you would do the upgrades. But anyway, I want to upgrade him, and I want to make him the hat and tail passenger 320. Okay. And then we go in here and look, and we can see we got our potato one coming out. So we let it start out, and then what we want to do with it is upgrade it. And we want to make him another hat and tail boxcar. Okay. Now we should be good to go at this point. Let's follow our passenger train. I can think of one. We'll see if this goofs up. And here's all that traffic. We're gonna fix this too. Don't worry. We will fix all this, one way or another. Okay, son of a gun. This is our potato passenger train. Well, maybe after he gets loaded properly, he'll do the right thing. Oh, I see what it is. He wants to go to Proctorville first, right? So he's just taking some route to get to Proctorville. So he's got his passengers. But now he's going to have to go in here and make a U-turn to go in to this. But what we should see after this time, there he makes his U-turn and gets in here to the potato farm. Now here goes a potato farm train out. And there goes another one. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to do, notice he's out of fuel, but that'll be corrected in a second. The other thing I want to do with the potatoes, because we just got through talking about load full, empty all. Where is he? Potatoes to Proctorville 2. We're going to say empty cargo. So that'll apply to both those trains. So he's going to limp in there. Here comes the other guy. And notice he's just sitting there. And here comes our passenger train. Notice he's passing that guy and able to go into that lane that was held for him. So now he can do his thing and get his passengers and all that good stuff. And our other potato train can come in because the first one has gone. And there we go. We've got a working system. We've got bi-directional trains. And they're running without any interaction with anything else. They're just running in their tiny little closed system here, working just fine. And we'll see if it actually can keep up with the potatoes. And because we don't have enough length, they do slow down. We've got big trains running a small, tight loop, but it's running just fine. They're going, I don't understand this. Okay, this has got to be wrong. Why is he... Not sure why he doesn't want to go. Why is that red? Oh, I've got a goof up here. This line is actually only set to go into there. Okay, so he needs to go there. He needs to go there. He needs to go there. But you need to be able to come back to here. And you need to be able to come to here like that. So our decision point actually needs to go back there. Now let's see what happens here. See if we cause it a crash. Nice job. Okay, you go back to the depot. Okay, we didn't have coming back. They were all had to go in there. That's why it was running so slowly. All right, good. Let's go back to our depot. Set our captive free, and watch it again until he comes up here. Now I've got the cotton farm messed up. I'll fix that in a minute. Yeah, I've got it all messed. Oh, God, now what? What have I done? See, this is why I went with the machine key loops first, because they're easier. What we're doing now, you can screw this up. Oh, this has a restriction on it. I picked the wrong one. That's what I wanted. Still not working? You kidding me? What have I done? You come down here to the side. You can go here, you can go here, you can go here. It's two-way track. You can come out here, here, here. You have to respect that block. You go down, you come back. All right, what is your problem? What is your problem? Seems like they both want to go over here, or is that just how they came in? I don't know. All right, this makes no sense to me. Sorry. Okay. I'll send them all back and see what happens. So let's see if this guy, at least by himself, can run. He's loading up potatoes. He's unloading potatoes until he is full or empty. And he's going back. Perfect. Exactly what you'd expect him to do. Our other potato train's coming up here to join him. And our passenger train is taking his slightly convoluted way to get over there so he can start in Proctorville. And this is just right. This guy's waiting for the cargo lane to open, or cargo platform. He's in the meantime gone back. He got his fuel because he ran out coming up. Well, remember, they don't have tenders, so it was a long trip for them back. Now here they got them both running. and our passenger has finally made his first appearance, and now he should be start running backwards and forward just the way we want him to. All right, this is looking good. Looking good. I'd say it's looking fair. Now, what can we do to make it run faster? Well, the thing we could do, and we'll worry about that at another day, is spread these tracks so that these tracks are separated. The entry and the exits. See how this is all one block? We could, if we had these tracks separated out, we could actually put some signals in between them, separate them, a little more complex, but similar thing to what we did right here, so that one could come in and one could go out at the same time. But as it is for this little short run, I think it's good for now, and I think we ought to go over here and fix our broken cotton line, okay, before we don't like something. So let's go down like this, bridge down across, and then join back in like so. And then coming back, you'll come down here, make a decision on where you're going to go, take off. Okay, there we go. I fixed the problems with these guys. So we can kind of watch the cotton run. He's going to go into Proctorville here, get his passengers. This is probably, here's the cotton being delivered. There's wheat coming in, cotton going out. Our potatoes continue to run. We've got, it's kind of like most of the time we have potatoes being unloaded into Proctorville. There are gaps. Okay. So there. So that's kind of an intro, baby steps of doing a bi-directional, turnaround in the station, so to speak, come out the other way with the diamond crossing here, a little more involved crossing there, and so there. That's an incremental change. Okay. Now, question is, are we keeping up here? No. See, we're not hauling enough wheat, and I think what I'd like to do before we go into, well, get us more trains. Let's get faster loads. Okay. Here's a place where I think the faster loads would help us. We don't need 87 platforms out here, but it would be nice to double up our speed of the load. Get rid of him. Delete those two tracks. Delete that. Oh wait, was that right? No, it wasn't right. I just want to go one, and then we'll fill this in with double platform. Then we'll go over one, do double platform again, go over one, get rid of this track right here, and add another platform right here. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Okay, and then make sure that this line comes down outside of that. Nope. Yeah, that's okay. Is that okay? 1, 2, 3. If we put one here, that would still work. Okay. Okay, now that should give us 3 faster loading and unloading platforms. We'll move the decision point back here, which lane you want to use, and we can just exit out like this. Move the end up here, and we can put some signals down through here if we like, and there we go. Now we should have faster loading and unloading for the wheat, at least up at that end. And we may want to consider faster here since we've only got, I don't know. I think I like having the, I think there's a case where I think I like having the platforms more than I like having the speed. And we're pumping a lot of stuff through here. And look how, and all these bridges we're building, look at our stone upkeep. It's creeping up near our production. So we're going to have to take a look at that fairly soon. Should be an easy fix for us, but nevertheless. Now, are we keeping potatoes in here? Yeah, look at that. We're maxing out potatoes now. So this little delivery system is working great. Even if it isn't pumping out all the potatoes we're producing, it's working great. And you might think, well, that's waste. You're overproducing. In this game, it doesn't matter because we're overproducing, yes. We can't use them all, yes. But it causes us to have more workers, which just gives us more money and makes sure that we have enough potatoes. It's really a good thing. Okay. All right. So there we go. There we go. There's a little thing. Now maybe we could play the game for a few minutes. That'd be fun. So let's think about. I see no labor issues. We seem to be getting. We got full staffs here. Well, we can see we got the efficiency here is low. Why is that? Oh, it's at 96%. Okay, that's not horribly low, is it? Oh, I see why. We can't ship the bricks fast enough, can we? We can't ship them fast enough. Well, because we're full up. Now, back to this whole warehouse thing. Johnny noted, others have said, you need to expand your warehouse. Well, guys, everything you do is capped, okay? You can only go so far. And yeah, we could build even more storage out through here and store more and put in more bricks. But once you get past the point where you really need however much you want to build with at a certain point in time, if you got the system functioning well, there's no point in putting more out here. And if you look at our income now, it's down to under 7,000. Well, why is that? Because we've added more stuff. We've got more engines running. We've got these hat and tail trains. They cost us twice as much to run as a regular train. The one thing we do need, though, we could really use some faster delivery of our bricks, couldn't we? That we could use. And we could actually improve our traffic here a little bit if we just had our bricks running straight over here. What's the route he's taking now? My word, where in the world is he going? Oh, that's horrid. That's horrid. Okay. I mean, it works, but it's horrid. All right. Let's do this. See, he had to stop and recalculate, but he's fine. He's happy now. Okay. Let's run our bricks straight across to this. Okay. He said, as if it was the easiest thing in the world to do. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Need a bridge. I need a line. Need a line like that. Doesn't matter if it can go out the other end or not. And then all this track right in here needs to be two-way. So we need to be able to go two ways. Two-way. One way out that end's fine. Now then the question is, how do you get how do we force that brick train to go here? We tell it when you leave Brickworks, go there. And when you leave the warehouse, go there as well. And I'm sorry. Okay, yes, this one does hurt. We've got to upgrade him. We're going to throw away all those bricks. It doesn't matter. We got 1,000. What do we care? All right. So we're going to need a flat H&T flat. Okay, let's build one. And at first, when I first started doing this, I was so angry because I was really struggling with it. Again, it was me. All right, we're going to have an ST20. We're not going to have a tender. It's a very short line. We're going to have flats, which handle bricks. Now, doggone it. I was accidentally doing this one. I got to remove these so I can get out to the end and see what's out there. PP box 22. What does that mean? I made this offline. I don't know what it means. Oh, it's a push-pull. This was meant to be a push-pull. Box car. Push-pull box car. Get rid of it. I don't know what it is. All right, so now let's build one. Let's build a H and let's get some typing lessons. H and T flat. Okay, and with no tender. Okay, so he's going to have ST20. Now we could do an ST30 because it's a straight line, but I don't think it's even necessary. Said flat. Now here's where it got irritating. See how you get out to there, you can't see what's going on over here. So you don't know for sure what you've done and where you've got your second engine lined up. But here's what you do. Before you get it out that far, you go ahead and put your other one on. You flip it around the way you want it. Then you go to one of these in the middle and you duplicate, and that pushes it out. See, that keeps pushing it further out. And you go until this next one will probably be too much. Yeah. So we're going to take one off, and that's what we can get, this 20.5. 550 seems to be the way these hat and tail ones work. So this is going to be our new brick guy. So we're going to upgrade him to the hat and tail flat, confirm. And now the question is, how in the world are we going to get him to that platform? Let's just see what happens. And predictably enough, his first load, he's going to load first spot he comes to. Now let's see how he works. Now see, and he can't find a path. Doggone it. Is there no way in there? You know what? There is no way in there. The problem is if I put a way in there, other trains are going to use it too. And I can't think of any limit that would work, that would say only you can use this train. Only you can prevent forest fires. So I guess part of the moral of the story here is it's very hard to mix a row or a machine loop with a hat and tail. They don't mix well. It's hard to do this. Now what we could do is give this a generic. Well, you know, I guess we could do this. We could just hook that back in, okay? And he should be able to figure out where to go. Why can't he figure out where to go? He wants to go to here, which he says has no connections. All right. Oh, I see. I think. Doggone it. Let's see. Did that fix it? Doggone it. I just want some way that he can get into this track. What in the world is he trying to do? Where? Look. It's going down. What in the world? Oh, well, he is lost. Did I do it wrong? Control R. Okay. Brickworks. When you leave Brickworks, we want you to go right there. When you leave the warehouse. Let's run him from this and let's see if he... No, there's no magic that's going to occur that's going to make him take a better route, is there? He's going to go all the way over here. And I don't know how to convince him to come over here. That might do it. No, because he'd already calculated his route. Okay, now he's going the other way. Can't tell if that's an improvement or not. Good Lord. He couldn't unload much. Ooh, but this next time might put him in the right place. And then if he would go in here, doggone it. No, here he comes. That was Clay. If he comes in here, he should go straight out. Here we go. Finally, he found what he's looking for. Now what we need to do actually is get rid of that, I think. Because now he should be able to just run straight back and forth. And what we could do, I mean, he's just running by himself. But what we can do now is tell him to unload till he's empty. So next time he should run over. And just sit there. And see, every time we use a brick, he throws a brick back in. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, so that's much better. And we've got all these worker problems. But again, I'm not sure I trust him, because a lot of times it just has to do with what you've been messing around with your track. Again, are we getting plenty of potatoes? We are. Our bread is horrid. Okay. Have we messed up this? We can't keep up there. Do we have wheat in Proctorville? We have no wheat in Proctorville. Okay, is this messed up? Have I gotten this totally goofed up? Oh, wait. We are missing that train. Whoops. But there should be another one working. Yeah, there comes one in right there. But running with just one was definitely not going to cut it. Let's get a nice empty one out here, get him loaded very, very quickly, and get him on his way. All right, good deal, good deal. And see how problems go down almost to nothing. All right, I think we probably have to stop there. I did want to play the game a little bit. Unfortunately, we weren't able to. Next episode, I promise we'll build a hop farm, and we'll try to get into a brewery and a bar. But I think this was useful to talk about the hat and tail trains, bi-directional, whatever you want to call them. And our first kind of looks at a little bit more complex junctions. And then this redesign was, I think, at the end of the day, once we had all our trains running, worth the effort here in Proctorville 2 and the wheat and cotton. So next time, like I said, I promise we'll play the game. Keep the comments coming. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Sweet Transit video. Thank you.